Jacob Ruytenbeek, CEO and founder of SailPlan. Welcome to the Epic Human Podcast. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. That's exciting.
Why don't we start by just, a conversation around like what SailPlan is, and sort of how you founded the company.
Sure. The SailPlan is a real-time, high-resolution monitoring system for ships that today is really focused on the combustion process and emissions. And what that means is we're able to actually directly sense the emissions coming from ships' exhaust, helping them voyage more efficiently, understand what's happening in the engines, identify ways to save fuel that was not previously possible. It's really exciting technology that's been adopted now by dozens of ships. So in a nutshell, that's what SailPlan is. I started it because, my dad was a marine electrician. I grew up in South Florida, and I had a love of the ocean. So from the time I was a little child, one of my earliest memories was going to the docks with my father. I was like maybe 5 or 6 years old, and he was building yachts for Broward Marine. And I remember going there one day and having my little lunchbox, sitting on the dock, looking at the yachts he was building, and I fell in love. Like, Dad, you have the best job in the world. He's like, must have looked at me like, okay, kid. But nonetheless, I was hooked. Fast forward when I was a little older, I became a scuba diver. I remember one time I was on a reef cleanup, and I found a refrigerator on a reef. Yeah. And so I was like, well, how are we going to get that up? But like the bigger question was like, I was like 10 years old, 11 years old. I was thinking, well, how does this get here? Right? Like, how do you get a refrigerator on a reef? And then you start looking at the other issues, right? The decimated fish population, the bleaching of the corals. Today, the issue of plastics is ever present. A walk on the beach in South Florida, and we always bring a small bag with us. And you can't walk 100 yards without filling up the bag with trash. And that's just a horrible state of the environment. If that's what's on the beach, what else is beyond what we can't see? So it really, for me, it was a call to do something with my life. And there was no better place to start than helping ships voyage more efficiently. So we're conserving energy and being better stewards of the environment.